There's a song that comes to my mind, and it's that, what is it, Jenny, Jenny, who do I turn to? 8675309. I don't know. Could that be a block number, a cell number, an inmate number? I don't know, but today we're talking about Jennifer McCabe and the missing or not so much many, hello, listen in the background, the not missing texts. Lots of energy happening here, and it's because it's Friday, August the 15th of 2025, and here we are. Welcome to Seeing Crime. I am Lady Zelda, and today, well, we're going to keep looking into this Aidan Kearney AKA Turtleboy situation where we've got Kipper, and then we've got the texts of Jennifer McCabe, and it's, I want to say, the missing text. I don't think they're missing. Of course, they're not now because Aidan's defense team has them, the text. I think that maybe they were misplaced. And then, of course, we have government agent Kipper. We're not going to talk about her right now. We're going to save her for another video coming up very, very soon. I want to call her special agent. The cover agent, because she covered up everything. All right. And believe me, she's facing a lot too. And you're going to see some desperation out of her coming very, very quickly because she's going to throw a Hail Mary when she figures out that everything is going to come down to her, because she's another throwaway. You know, the throwaway type like Higgins. She's a throwaway. And it will be every man for themselves. However, she's the one that's going to have tire tracks basically be gently tossed. All right, so back in line here, we have the hidden deck because I want to see what's hidden. I'm feeling like a little Cartomancy action here. House of Zelda, Kipper, what lies beneath, and our friend, the mythic tarot. And I have shuffled everyone before they came to the party. Well, oh, what do you see here, my darlings? Tell me what you see. Here, this is for you. Right there. Okay. So we're wanting to know about the texts from Jennifer. Now, these are the texts between Jennifer and her daughter, Allie, from January 29th, 28th, 29th until February 2nd. The text that she said was deleted. Well, she may have tried. And I do want you to remember or know that sometimes when you work on those Celebrate or when you do those document retrievals, the person doing the retrieving action can technically delete information, is my understanding from these entities. Let's see what's happening. We're asking for information on the Jennifer McCabe text and Turtleboy. Now, we've not seen this one in a long time, and this is a change of directions because this is going to change quite a few things. And I can tell you there's probably some juice within these very juicy texts. Things that we want to know, maybe we will someday, but not before they are used in several courts of law. When I say that, I'm certain that when Karen Reed gets a hold of these eventually, that's Shaggy. Lots of energy here today. Travel. All about timing. Seek more knowledge. Okay. We'll do that. Give me a second, please. Overlooked evidence. Isn't this amazing that overlooked evidence came out. These came out during our time with attorney Melanie Little. Answer the call. I think we're going to see something like that in the text. Now, I want you to know we're going to put these to the side on the bottom of the deck. Time to rest. I think it's time for some people to just kind of step back. And I mean, the people would be the defense team. Even listen, they've got a lot going on. But some of this needs to be digested. And that's what it's all about. Because there's going to be a change of directions, all right. Because I'm going to show you a little something here. Do you see this magnifying glass? Looking at things closer. The overlooked evidence is definitely the text from Jen. Because, I mean, after all, how can you see something if it's not there? And I believe purposely, but that's my opinion. There's definitely going to be talking about calls, possibly even a phrase, answer the call. Someone will or will not answer the call in those texts. It's all about the timing. So absolutely yes, the timing of January 20, I'm going to say 28th, but I think it's more the 29th through February 2nd. If it may be a little longer, I know you'll correct me if I'm not right on the timing, but right around in that time frame. The travel. Now, the reason this card comes out is because these cases seem to be all over the place. They're doing a lot in ground covering, meaning, it goes from one to the other, and then it's traveling over here, and then there's different courts and this and that. Check out the different parts of this card. There's coins, because it costs money to travel. These cases costs money. There is a part of a compass where you need to know what direction you're going. And it's sometimes better to use a map than a GPS, because the GPS can throw you off. It's getting down back to the basics is this card. And it's the travel part of this. They may not have physical travel. They may not be going anywhere. But they are definitely doing their share. Who is they? The defense teams. They will definitely, and I say teams plural because eventually Karen's team will also get this information. And this should, not a lawyer, but my opinion only, this should bolster any 1983. We're going to party like it's 18. Okay, anyway. This should bolster any 1983 actionable cause. I'm going to say it that way. Because this probably, in my opinion, was evidence that was conveniently left out. We're supposed to share evidence from the Commonwealth to the defense team, and yet it seems as though it was mistakenly given to the defense team of Aidan Kearney in this information that they are entitled to. However, I'm going to say it this way. I do not believe it was a mistake. I believe this is divine. This is a divine higher power above this. These things just don't happen. See, this is what happens when you try to manipulate situations, because you just sort of kind of get sloppy. Now, look at this. We have seek more knowledge, shed some light on some things. You see, this is a very large library. Large library. The books are open. You're starting to do research. And here's what happens. When you start on one end, you travel, get it, to the end of the library. seeking more knowledge, because one thing will lead to another thing, will lead to another thing. That's how these cards work. Overlooked evidence. Camera. Did somebody have a Ring camera? I think they still do. Some type of outdoor camera, some type of something or other. This one, fallen to the ground, looks broken. That was my intention when I made this. It looks broken. So it's overlooked, but on purpose? But it's something that can be recorded and captured. Amazing. Answer the call. Once again, get back to the basics. Answer the call because you need to take your time. Answering the call. Will someone answer the call to be involved more in this case? I don't know. Is it possible? Possible. If the person does answer the call, will we ever know about it until after it's over? Maybe not. I don't feel that there would be an announcement. But what I do feel is with this basic landline phone is that there's more reach than what we could ever see. It's all about timing, definitely the timing that came about. And look, I used the dice in the Turtleboy, Aidan, and reading the other day before yesterday, and the Cartomancy. And that's all because those aces are timing cards. And look at the 5, look at the 8, that's 11. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. Just wanted to give you that little time to rest. Put your feet up, get warmed, get relaxed, but look at the books, because sometimes your best thoughts come while you're resting and when you're asleep. There's brilliant minds working on all this. So we're going to put this to the side. Sorry, I am taking my time. I know what many of you are going to say. Oh, no, it's okay. Don't say you're sorry. Well, I have some who say, hurry up, Zelda. Get to the point. And you know, I try. All right, here we are. Ooh, fake apology. That just kind of fluked out there, didn't it? The fake apology. But look at the fake apology. Look at that card. Bringing flowers, but the face is covered. Why? Because they don't really mean it. They don't really mean it. Let's lay out a couple of these cards. What lies beneath? Hidden features. Hidden. Everything is hidden. You see, that's the theme of this reading. The hidden text. The cover-up. In my opinion. The hidden elements. And Kate Peter, the government agent, undercover agent. Let me say that, in my opinion. Under what cover? Well, the cover that they're putting over everything, changing documents. Look, I'm just going to say this, and then we'll talk about the government agent in another video very soon. But if you have the audacity and the intestinal fortitude and the guts to change serious documents to put to YouTube to get someone demonetized, the sky's the limit. And why is she doing that? I think she was led to believe by some higher power that she would be okay, no one would ever find out. And so now changing titles on videos? Total drama. Total drama is right. And definitely trash. Throwing away, getting fid of the tossing. Listen, some of these cards, I mean, they come that way, and it's unfortunate, but you know what? The meaning is there, and I'm not going to crab about it. So, putting on a show. Oh, definitely. Hello. Putting on a show. That's what this whole thing has been about. Putting on a show. Check yourself. That's the one thing that they have not done. Okay, Peter, Jen, all of them, they did not, before they came up with their fibs, they didn't check. Because you know what? When you tell the truth, you never have to worry about going back to check your story. They do. All right. So now we've got the center stage. We've got the stage set. Let's see what the Kipper has to say. See what the Kipper has to say. Oh my. That's the DA. And the Lover's card. The House. Constant. And my darlings, I can promise you this. When this slows down and this is coming to a completion, I will do my best with respect to contact the owners of 34 Fairview and ask if I can visit. Respectfully. They can be there in the house with me. We can see what's going on. I just want to take a look and maybe clear it. Clear it. And I would love to do that for them. But I'm not going to do it as this grifting psychic that wants anything other than the truth to be revealed and for them to live in peace. The House has a lot to do with this. Now, mature man. Now, D.I. Morrissey has not really said a lot of anything. That could be Cosgrove. And sometimes cards take on dual meanings. But the Lover's card, I'm going to say these people are loving the idea because they don't care. They will do whatever it is when they have petty hate. And that's what this is. You ask why they're doing it. What is it? This is an example, my darlings, of just pure, unadulterated, petty hate. And the fact that they're so used to getting away with things that they've done in the past, they just don't understand why they can't do it anymore. They are now in the world's eye of public opinion. And that is slowing down. There will be justice. I will tell you, justice is coming. It may not be in the way that we want to see it, but I will tell you, justice was coming. Nobody is going to let this go. Because I know if you're watching this, you want justice for John, you want justice for Karen, and you want justice for Aidan. These people love this type of trash. That's what this is. You know, there used to be an old joke. I told my husband, this is a joke now. I told my husband to go take out the trash. And the next night he took the neighbor to the latest movie or something. I don't know. You get it. You get it. A message of concern. Oh yeah, definitely. And the gift that keeps on giving. Marriage, lovers, listen. These people are married to this case. They are engaged. They're not going to be able to walk away because I'm going to say this. Even if Judge Doolin throws this out, Aidan's team, they're not done yet. They're going to be raked over the coals. And as far as Jennifer is concerned, put this to the side. As far as Jennifer is concerned, let's talk about defecating in biblical proportion. And I know that you're all seeing this, the number 34. So we know she was there, standing in the window, waiting to see exactly what was going to happen. Her buddy, So I do feel that this is, in my opinion, D.A. Morrissey, because I'm going to tell you, I think that when she found out that there are more messages, she knows that our buddies, the three initials, the alphabet organization, also has these. And believe me, there's more to come. Buckle up, my darlings. We're in phase 3 now of this whole justice. Now, first was the first trial. Second was the second trial of Karen Reed. Simultaneously, we have everything with Aidan going on because they want to stop Aidan and Karen so they can continue their petty hate and keep getting their ways and using the justice system to do it. We are now going to start seeing phase 3 in action. We are in that right now, and that is the Two of Cups. I have seen this before, and I'm going to see it again. And we're going to see it again. Because this is a card of coming together and trying to negotiate, working things out, and reconciling. And you're going to start maybe sort of seeing this, not now, but as we get closer, if there's an evidentiary hearing, which I think may be, but I don't think any of the judges want this because they know that lawyers are going to be dragged in, people are going to be dragged in. They want everybody to work it out. And I can tell you this, Aidan and his team they're going to be full court press on this. Tell us more. The Knight of Cups. Okay. The Five of Swords. And the Eight of Cups. Interesting. Let's take one more card. On the bottom of the deck, the Sun. The Sun. Look for the sun to rise. Okay. Knight of Cups. More information coming. Oh boy, here we go. A serenade. Sorry, give me a second. No more serenades. Okay, they're watching Cat TV now. This is information that's going to trickle. You see this horse? There are 5 horses in the deck, I believe, I'm correct, of the tarot. It's the 4 knights, and then there is the death card that has the horse. So this Knight of Cups, bringing information. Oh my, hello. I think the serenades are over now. Okay. The Knight of Cups trickling through. You see water there. The spirit animal of the water or the cup suit is the fish. Definitely a water element, so it's going to be emotional, but the emotions are going to be high. How do we know? Well, because of this 5 of Swords. This will be definitely a win phase for Aidan coming up. People will be laying down their swords, so to speak. What are the swords? They're air elements, and they are communication, they're thoughts. But they also talk about texts, communication in emails, phone calls, cameras, anything that is recorded or could be recorded. So it's overcoming a victory, a win. And it's funny because that card comes on top of the card that I would say is, in my opinion, Jennifer McCabe. Now, here are the 8 of Cups. This is the CW in connection with Jen and undercover agent Kate Peter, doing all they can, and now they're going to try to walk away from this. because they're finally realizing that everything that they try to do to heal it, have you noticed that? That they always try to do something to heal something, and then it makes it worse than if they would just keep still. Have you noticed? Well, that's it. But this is a card why I chuckled. It's the devil, which we can basically say has stepped into this situation, but here's the real meaning of this card. It is the zodiac sign for Capricorn. And who is Capricorn? Aidan. So his energy is here. He is ready. But this is a winning card. This sun card is all about holy moly. Yes, absolutely. And look, the Hierophant is there. And look at the sign. Look at the sign. The I love you coming out, and this Hierophant is all about a higher energy, overcoming things, and especially working through trials and tribulation. The Four of Cups, someone giving information, and yet you see, this isn't as amazing though. Somebody's on the run. They did the damage. They gave some information. They did the damage. There's a moon in the background. Who is the moon? The moon card is Karen. She is a Pisces. This is a water element sign. I said the Four of Cups. The Five of Cups is all about regret, someone giving information, someone standing and thinking about, oh my gosh, and trying to fix what is broken, and yet they're not paying attention to what they still have intact, and someone fleeing, knowing that it's not going to work. Amazing, right? We're going to put this to the side. A little message here from the hidden deck. Now, there's a certain way I want to read these. And for those of you who like the hidden deck and who like the mystery, oh, well, this is exactly the way I want to read them. And you're seeing what I'm having there on the bottom. And I shuffled. I wanted to see where the jokers were and then see what happens. Why the jokers? Because the jokers in a Cartomancy deck and even in the hidden deck is all about hidden. Things that are hidden. Why they are hidden. Why they are covered up. Let's go backwards. So there's definitely hidden. So this particular Joker card, there are two. This particular Joker card is something hidden that needs to be looked after, needs to be looked at. This person still appears to be above the ground, here, alive. This is a card that denotes a partnership, working together with someone. Now, I want to look where this other Joker is. Those two cards together are not good. I'm going to turn this around so you can really see this. Look at that. You see there's an all-seeing eye, and it is a winter timing card. There is the Joker. There is Jennifer McCabe. See, you can read cards however you want. We're not picking and choosing, but I just don't want to have to be laying out the whole deck, but I'm looking for these two. Now, why am I picking that one? Well, it's obvious. Hidden things that you can't recover from. Kate Peter, the government agent, the undercover agent, Working together as a partnership to keep things hidden is really what that's talking about. This is looking for a lifetime security. Now, this Nine of Hearts is a little tricky. That's the yes card in the Cartomancy deck. It's the equal to the Nine of Cups. Funny, we have the Eight of Cups here. And sometimes when people say, well, they've done all they can do and they're walking away, I think they're walking toward the Nine of Cups, because that traditionally is the dream come true, the wish fulfilled. However, when you're reading the Cartomancy and you see negative cards like this, it means playing emotional games. It turns over into the petty. Now, what is this card? The Nine of Spades. It's a worry card. It's all about knowing knowing that you have to worry. I'm going to tell you, I couldn't leave my house. I would be scared to death. Knowing that the clock is ticking, it is a matter of time. This is Jennifer McCabe. This is her husband. And this is Allie. Working together in concert for financial gain. Well, no, but Zelda, how are they going to get financial gain? Well, honey, they're looking for book deals, Netflix deals, movie deals. And I can tell you what, they probably have some things lined up on the surface. But just like the mainstream media, they're starting to open a side eye now and take a look and start seeing things. Boston 10 is, I see it on the talk tick. So what is this? Well, my darlings, things are going to continue. There's going to be more come out from Jennifer McCabe and Allie McCabe. Matt is going to be dragged into this. Doesn't surprise me. I think he already is to a certain extent, but there's more coming now. There's new. Aidan. This literally, for him, these texts are a gift. And they're also a gift for Karen. Is there more coming? Yes, definitely. We are in phase 3. Prepare for phase 4, 5, and 6. Possibly even 7. Because now the walls are closing in on the CW. Eyebrows are raised. Some people were upset over Judge Doolin being a little jovial and laughing on the bench. I did not take offense to that, but I understand if you're one who did. But I didn't, because what I got from that is how he is seeing this as being so ridiculous, but also very concerning. So I believe there's some things in the works right now to try to get Aidan's team to start negotiating. They don't. I hope they have an evidentiary hearing. They don't want one. And especially Kate Peter does not want to be put on the stand. Can they drag Jen in? I don't know. I'm not an attorney. But her name is definitely being dragged in. And so is Allie. So is Matt. It all boils down to this. What happened that night? What truly happened? What was the cause? Because someone started out alive. They started alive in that house. Some things were covered up. There was a plan to a certain extent. And as the night went on, the partnership came together. And the unfortunate thing is a young man lost his life. So the beginning and the end. And what has this done? It has exposed every bad actor, and there's more to come. All I've got to say is justice for John, justice for Aidan, justice for Karen. The saga continues, my friend. That's it for today. Join me Saturday night, the 16th at 7 p.m. We're asking the Spirit Box hard questions. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, subscribe. Do it. Please do it right now. Subscribe and like. And I'm going to be giving you more. See you soon. Bye.